Soles of my shoes I worn, the knees of my jeans I torn. Sweat coming through my shirt, keep pushing even though it hurts. I'm chasing what I know is true, there's nothing that I would not do. When everyone around me drops, I'm never gonna ever stop. I won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man on a mission. I ain't waiting and wishing. I'm a man on a mission. Have you seen these people who go live on TikTok and Instagram, and instead of title, they said, mentioned you? Have you seen that? I mean, like, dude, what kind of strategy is that? In title on your live, you said, this dude mentioned you. And you say, wow, he mentioned me. And you go to the live and see them talking about something. Of course, they don't mention you. And then you say, wow, this guy is a really cool lawyer. Let me trust them because they lied at the beginning of the title. They lied. So let me go and see them and hang out with them and buy whatever they're selling and trust them because they lied with the title. Like, dude, don't shoot yourself in the leg. Like, don't. Yeah, no title is better than lying or the wrong title. Yeah, just don't, guys. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm so glad to be here again. My name is Iman. This is another episode of The Iman Show. In the next 90 minutes, we are going to talk about forgiveness today. I am so glad to have you all here. I hope you enjoyed this episode as well. Today, I had kind of like a questionnaire in this in my story on Instagram, ask about topics, and apparently forgiveness is something that you are interested in. It was interesting to me that so many people want to talk about forgiveness. Either they want to be forgiven or they want to know if they should forgive or not. But anyway, so yes, don't mention someone in your titles. Awesome. Yeah, so let's start with definition. What does it even mean to forgive? And how does it work? I hope that I already activated. Oh, yes, I did. We are now live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. By the way, if you are watching me in any kind of platform, I really appreciate if you subscribe on my YouTube channel as well and watch some stuff on YouTube. It's kind of like the support that you give me. And when you watch my YouTube, like, share, comment, like just show love to the content so it will be up on the algorithm. I've never actually I didn't think that one day I'm gonna ask this, but yeah, why not? Let's do this if there is it's convenient to you. Please, thank you so much. Okay, so thank you all for already being here and waiting to join. We have 3 new friends who wants to join. I just want to make sure that they send the request intentionally because we had some uh, incidents before that some people just by accident want to join. Jasmine, Carla, and Fariza. If you want to join, please leave a comment. I will tag your comment and you will be my first guest tonight. Jasmine, Carla, Fariza. Meanwhile, let's continue with my song because this episode already is going to be uh, copyright thing. Anyway.
You look into my eyes, you know you're gonna see that fire. If you're standing in my way, it ain't gonna be your day. Bleed until I own this dream, build it like you never.
Jasmine, you're next. Fariza's coming and then Jasmine.
I'm never gonna ever stop.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for. I think we actually talked before. This is not your first time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we got.
You're from Malaysia and you're still at work.
Yes, I'm still at work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're amazing. You call me when you're at work and yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I love to join all these sessions actually whenever I can.
hmm Thank you so much. So
All right.
please introduce yourself for all the audience in all platforms.
Okay, I'm Fariza from Malaysia. I'm a school administration actually.
hmm
A school principal actually. And I love all the motivations there because there are times that you feel very down and demotivated at work. And listening to you and reading all your comments actually helped me through my days. So I love to get to know more people here.
Malaysia, Fariza, thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, we have some other friends from Malaysia already joining. I can see
Of
that.
course.
So, what do you think? What is your take? What do you think about forgiveness?
Okay, I've had an incident before. Um, of course, it is work related. I had my best friend with me as part of my team, and then at one point I was backstabbed at work. It really pulled me down to like my lowest point at that time. Um, I felt so broken. I was so like battered. But then, after much reflection, I thought that how could she do that to me? That is one thing. But then, looking at things, reflecting, I felt that she may be doing that due to her lack of information because it is work related. I thought that okay, I forgive her, but um, because that incident has cost me a lot emotionally and professionally. So I thought, yeah, I forgive her, knowing that she was misinformed maybe. But then for me to forget is a different thing altogether. I forgive her, but at one point I couldn't even speak to her anymore. That is just really sad. But I'm doing that of me, taking care of how I feel, my sanity, my well-being actually emotionally. So yeah, so I think that we can forgive, but at the same time, you have to know what is best for yourself also.
hmm
So my take on that one.
hmm Uh, well, thank you for your share. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I was taking notes when you were speaking, and I think that the golden point of your share was the word misinformation.
Yes.
And with that acknowledging the fact that your friend or your colleague was informed, it was a trick that you used to trick your brain to change this great pain and suffering to some incidents that is acceptable and is bearable?
I wouldn't say it's terrible, but I have to think of myself.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, it is I have to take care of myself.
Mhm.
I wouldn't want such um, incident to affect me emotionally that it makes me dysfunctional at my new place,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, means life goes on, and I cannot expect people to apologize for things that they don't know that they are doing wrong. It may be an apology that would never come to you, but I've decided to give her that apology as well.
All right. So you forgive because you deserve peace of mind.
Yes,
Mhm. Awesome. Okay. Okay. That is actually a really good point of view.
it's like me letting go.
You letting go and
I
uh,
forgive it.
yeah, because at the end of the day, when you see things beyond individuals' egos,
Mm.
it's just not that hard to forgive. It's incidents that can happen to us as well. Beside, like this is life. Sometimes you can be it in your friend's shoes. You never know, like how many mistakes we have made, how many misinterpret we have done, how many misinformed decision have we made. Like this is life, and
Yeah,
the fact is that everything in life, if you give, you will receive, and the highest level of giving is forgiving. If you
yes.
forgive, you will be forgiven when time comes.
It is not easy. It was not easy, but it needs a lot of reflection on my part. Right?
Maturity. It actually needs a lot of maturity.
Yes, that too, of course.
Well, thank you so much, Fariza, from Malaysia in the school. How
Yeah,
how
so
is everything in Malaysia regarding to COVID and everything?
COVID, it's manageable,
Hmm.
but we are still struggling actually. Number of new cases is still in the range of 2,000 to 3,000 per day. Yeah, but we are trying to, we're trying our best actually.
Okay, but the schools are open, apparently.
Yes, we are with certain guidelines, strict guidelines, and with classes being rescheduled and things. So, but we are trying to manage things at our best.
I remember when I used to go to school years ago, which I cannot even imagine how hard was that. Even one day off was a treasure. It was so good. Oh my God, it feels amazing today. But these days, kids just they count days they go to school. Like, yeah, we went 7 days this year. Oh, great. Okay, awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also great for us to see the kids back in school.
Okay, thank you so much for
Okay, for
joining,
having me.
and thank you for your share. Thank you.
Right.
Bye. Okay. So far, we know that we forgive because we deserve the peace of mind. As long as you think about the incidents that disturb you and you suffer, it's a timeless suffering. Because one incident is painful, it's real, it's reality, it's happening right now. My friend says something I didn't like. My friend left, but this thing is still annoying me. And that is the glitch in the brain, because that thing was said 2 days ago. It's done. It's not real anymore. But the brain goes to the like loop to make this pain, stimulate this pain over and over and over. Okay, so I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to suffer forever for something that someone has done once. Hi, Carrie. So we forgive because we deserve better. Hmm. And I think it should be Jasmine, which is not here. I mean, they cannot see you in the in my list anymore. But if you want to join, you are more than welcome. You're still on first. Carla, Carla, if you're here, and then Pam Shoemaker. Oh my. Yeah, Carla. If Carla's here, if not, we go to hi. Let me know where are you connecting from. Give me a couple of like different countries. This is like so fun to see people from all around the world, from Australia to Venezuela. Yes, please join if you want. We have someone from Chicago and London and Malaysia and let's see, U.S., California, Montreal, Quebec. Oh my God, Montreal. What is happening? New Zealand, U.S. And yes, let's see. Uh, Pam Shoemaker. Shoemaker. TikTok. It's thank you for your thing. Hello. Hi.
Hi,
Thank you for joining me. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What is your name?
Pam?
Pam, thank you. Pam, if you turn 180 degrees, the light will be on your face so we can see you even better
Sure.
with the lights on.
Uh-huh.
Can you? Okay. And I mean, like this. I mean, turn like.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, just, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of like dark. No problem. How are you doing? Where are you joining from?
what?
Where are you connecting from?
Where am I from?
Yes.
California, Northern California.
Northern California. Pam, thank you for joining. Thank you. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Please let me know what do you think about the topic or anything else you want to talk about.
You mean forgiveness?
Yes.
I don't have a real issue with forgiveness. I have a faith, and that's part of my faith to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't always expect forgiveness in return, but I give forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. So why do you do this? Just because your faith says that you need to forgive? What value do you find in it?
Peace of mind
Mm-hmm.
in myself. I can let go of hurt. I've had a lot of hurt in my life, and it's been hard to let go of some of that hurt. But I had to move forward in my life, to forgive the people that hurt me.
Mm-hmm. And do you have some like an example in your mind to talk about? Do you want to share something more personal?
Ooh. I guess it would be my parents let me down in my childhood in major ways that harmed me, and took a long time for me to heal from that and to forgive them, because I didn't understand their circumstances and what harm. They didn't know the harm they were doing to me. I don't think so. And they're both gone, and there's no point in me harboring ill will towards them, because there's no point. I can't live with that. So I forgive them for something I really don't understand on their perspective.
Well, you did a great job. I mean, so first of all, I'm so sorry to hear that you've been through this. Childhood trauma is real, and it's really challenging to get over it. But as you mentioned, it's the biggest outcome is the peace of mind and freedom.
Yes.
And the freedom that you deserve, the happiness that you deserve. Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, thank you so much. So, you welcome to the light. Welcome to the light. Okay.
I didn't expect me to do this. It's just like it's serendipity.
Why not? Okay, Pam, would you please give us all a piece of advice before you leave?
Oh, forgive yourself. That's a start.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. Forgive yourself. When you think about it, we talk about forgiveness so often, and we actually promote it, and we encourage everyone that, okay, so you need to forgive others because you deserve better, because you deserve the freedom and peace of mind. But when it comes to us, sometimes we forget that we need to forgive ourselves as well. Because at the end of the day, you deserve the love that you give more than anyone else.
Yep. That's so true. I love your inspiration every day. It makes me happy, and I love all that you do.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That was this smile was the most amazing thing that's happened to me today. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Join me again, over and over. It was really nice talking.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Pam from Northern California. She said that we need to forgive. Some of us have this faith and belief that we have to forgive, and we deserve the peace of mind and freedom. But most importantly, and I think the most important take of this session all is to forgive ourselves. No matter what you did, we all make mistakes. Oh my God, thousands of mistakes. But this is it. C'est la vie. Forgive yourself. Learn the lesson. Move on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. So again, I want to repeat my ask. All my friends who are watching me here, please make sure that you subscribe on my YouTube channel. And the same ID on YouTube, you can find it like easily, hashtag Dr. Iman. I don't think that anyone else shares something with hashtag Dr. Iman on YouTube. You can find me easily and watch my stuff on YouTube too. By the way, just let you know that YouTube is not just the same content. I'm going to upload new piece of content on YouTube. It is going to be me sharing books that I love, and I will read the book technically, and then sometimes I talk about stuff that I found in the book, and kind of like book club, me and you. Well, thank you so much. I know, I know. Fun Club Achievers, I know. Thank you. Let's go to our next guest. I believe Carla was not ready to join. We have Jasmine again. If you are here ready to join, please leave a comment. And then Shahzada. Yes. If any of you are here, you want to join, please let me know. You also can join me on Instagram, on YouTube and Facebook with the link that I put in the comment. You can click on the link and be here on the screen. By the way, this is like a wider screen on YouTube. It's much better to watch anyway. Yes. So forgiveness. Let's see. Greeting from Winnipeg. Hello. No, I don't know what is happening, but let's see. Let's try. Okay, can I join? Yes, Jasmine, you are joining in three, two. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I saw you on TikTok, and that's how I followed you. I didn't have Instagram, and I just recently opened Instagram. So I just wanted to say thank you for all your inspirational messages, and your videos are very encouraging.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a really good news that you joined me from TikTok to Instagram, and now you're here. It's I actually appreciate it. Thank you so much. Uh, could you please introduce yourself?
Uh, I'm Jazz. I'm from US. I'm in Florida,
Mhm,
and I've been here in Florida since 2005.
mhm.
I moved from India, and I've been living here ever since.
Okay, thank you, Jazz, for joining me. What do you think about? By the way, how is the weather in Florida?
It's cold right now, a little bit. There's a lake here next to my house. It's in 54 Fahrenheit right now.
54. Yeah, because here in Toronto tonight is going to be minus 20.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never been to Canada, but that's on my bucket list.
yeah. Make sure that you fill your bucket list on summer, not in the winter. But yeah, so
Okay.
thank you, Jasmine. What do you think about the topic? What is your share? What do you think about it?
So there's a few things over the years. I've had some tough experiences with my ex and other people, even as a young adult. And when I was young, people took advantage of me, and it was hard to forgive. But my faith, I'm Catholic. I'm
Mhm.
Indian, but I'm Catholic. And so the faith, my mom always says forgiveness is a virtue, and forgiving means letting go. But the hard part, for me over the years was I forgave a lot of the people who hurt me, but it was hard to forget.
Mhm.
So I forgive, but it was hard to forget. But I remember my dad died 23 years ago on 31st. I just celebrated his 23rd death anniversary. And he used to say, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
True.
So I kind of hold on to that thought of his, and I remember what he used to say. It's hard for us to forgive people, but forgiveness is for us. Forgiveness is for you to kind of, sometimes we hold ourselves accountable to a lot of things. Sometimes we blame ourselves. And the biggest thing in this journey of forgiveness is to letting go, to forgive yourself, and because the other person who hurt you is still there. The hurt doesn't go away, but when you forgive, you can let go of it, and you can move on and grow from it and learn from that experience.
Mhm, mhm. Learn the lesson. If you don't learn from uh, we discussed a couple of times before about the difference between pain and suffering, and we know that among 1 billion things that has happened in our life or will happen in our life, there are just two things that we can control: our actions and our attitude.
Yes.
It's not the event, but our reaction that actually determines our point of view and satisfaction and our happiness indeed. Some things that you mentioned about forgetting, our brain actually have some kind of like protective measures, protective defense mechanism, selectively protect us from this pain and the cause of the pain. Sometimes we forget, as you just said, sometimes we feel that, oh, I don't feel good around these people. But you need to think about why exactly. Oh, the other day they said that, and it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad about myself, and that is the reason. Our brain removed that memory. Sometimes these memories are so remote, and we don't even remember why. But we don't have a good feeling around people. It's actually kind of like a smart mechanism to reduce the pain. But I believe we need to be even genius, not smart. We forget the pain, but we remember the cause because we don't want it to happen again and over and over, and we become numb. And yeah, so it's the forgiveness is for us, but forgetness is to protect us from happening it again. So we don't forget the cause. We give some people, maybe it depends on the role. Sometimes you give them second chance, maybe third chance, but you need to have a limit. You need to have a point of, okay, so assertiveness. Once, twice, done. Thank you.
You need to set boundaries.
Mhm.
Your feelings are valid.
Mhm.
When somebody hurts you, you give them a chance, but you don't let them take advantage of you again and again,
Mhm.
because then they lose self-respect for you, and you kind of lose self-respect for yourself if someone's taking advantage of you again and again.
Yeah, Jazz, thank you so much for joining. It was a really nice share, and
Thank you.
yeah, I'm looking forward to talk to you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Mhm. Thank you. That was on TikTok anyway, so thank you guys. Um, Nerdy Girl, 1981. Yes. So we are now going to talk to our next guest. Even though it's not a game night, but we have a champion from Australia. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? What time is it
Good.
there?
Can you see me properly?
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, I'm in my room. Better?
Better. Yeah. Hi.
Better. Hi.
Great. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Any shark recently? Any shark accidents?
Very interesting topic.
Any shark accidents recently?
Most likely. Yeah,
No.
you don't hear about them all.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know why people would swim over here. They're crazy. I've seen some massive sharks in my time over here. Nah, nope, not interested.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why you would even bother get the water over here. It's crazy. Well, up Queensland's not too bad, but down south, I wouldn't, because that's where all the whites are. And they prefer the cold water.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Anyway, so what do you?
Interesting topic you got going on.
Thank you. What do you think about the topic? What do you think about forgiveness?
Yeah. Like with forgiveness, the biggest thing is like people always say, oh, I forgive them for my peace of mind. You can't forgive someone if they're not sincere in their apology in the first place. you have to have sincerity, and we never forget anything in life. Our brain never forgets anything. So you can forgive people, but you'll never forget. Even if you want to, you will never forget. You know what I mean? But you've got like a section that develops underneath your temporal lobes, which is the subconscious, like filing cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where memories are stored for things that hurt us, that our brain tries to switch off from because it knows how much pain it's going to endure for us to remember. But anything can trigger those memories out as well. So they don't stay locked away forever either. You know what I mean? So it just comes down to like, yes, you can try and forgive people, but we can't actually sincerely forgive someone if they're not sincere in their apology in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they actually have that time and to come to you and say, I understand what they did to you and I apologize, I really do, you will never get over it. And that's why people say, I forgave them for my peace of mind. But, whenever it comes up in subject, or if they bring it up later on, the anger and the angst or whatever it causes them, the upsetness, they start crying, it comes back to the surface, which tells you that you have not forgiven it. You know what I mean? So you're only trying to tell yourself that you've forgiven someone for something that they've done to you that they haven't sincerely apologized for. You're only kidding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to be rude or anything, but it's all psychology. It's all to do with the depth of psychology. You're only kidding yourself if you believe that you're going to get over something that someone isn't sorry for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I had an old video. I will post it tomorrow again. It's actually one of my favorites. It's I say, yeah, the point of an apology is to be sincere, no doubt. But to be accepted, it must be as loud as the disrespect was.
Right.
Not just even being sincere, because there are people who disrespect you in the public, in front of others, and they will text you later, so, I'm sorry, I'm having a bad day. If you're having a bad day, sit back home. Don't show up. And if you cannot control yourself and you do something dumb, you have to be man or woman enough to say it out loud in front of others. Say, I'm so sorry that I disrespected you. And apology has, as you just said, has stages. First, you say it. Yes, I'm sorry that I did it. Then you acknowledge why you're sorry. Do you really know why you're sorry? I'm sorry that I did this. There is a really massive manipulative behavior. It's a really toxic to say, I'm sorry that you feel like this. No, I'm sorry that. No. It's toxic. It's manipulative. I'm sorry that you feel like this. No. I'm sorry that I say it. I'm sorry that I meant it. Not you feel like this.
Yeah.
And again, okay,
that
so
comes down to narcissism.
yeah, I'm sorry that you feel like this, but just let's go get over it. No, I'm so sorry. It's not gonna happen.
No.
First, you say I'm sorry. Then you acknowledge what you did wrong, and at last you will go, okay, so how can I fix it? How can I make it right?
Yeah.
And after these 3 steps, you have your first, maybe second chance, maybe.
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to give someone a second chance, but for you to be able to forgive them, you have to see that they understand what they did to hurt you in the first place.
At least you make sure they will not. Yeah, at least they would not do it again with someone else.
Yeah, but we can't always control that. Just because we have something go on with someone, right? Something goes on with someone, and they apologize, we forgive them for it, doesn't mean that the next person that comes along who does the same thing to us means that we're going to be, because that's happened to us before, we're going to be ready to go to war against that one. No, that's not how it works, because it doesn't matter how someone else treated us. We can't vomit our past onto our present.
Mm-hmm.
So even if that person does the same thing to you, it doesn't mean we have to be at war ready against it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that again comes back to you haven't forgiven it. You have to forgive everything that happens to you, even if someone else comes and does it to you again. It doesn't mean you haven't learned your lesson. because that's not on you that someone's treating you that way. That's on them. We have to be humble. We have to understand that people make mistakes, and people don't always have the best starts in life. They don't always, they haven't had the best upbringings. We have to understand, and that's another thing that comes with forgiveness. We have to have understanding and compassion for what someone else might have been through in the first place, and that's why they're treating people that way. It's a chain reaction, and people seem to think that, you're doing it to me because there's something wrong with me. A lot of the times when people disrespect us or hurt us, it's not us that their problem is with. It's with themselves, and that's all they know. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are too selfish to look past what it is. Oh, you're hurting me because so that's all that it is. It's all against me. But that's not the case, because it's hurting them to hurt you as well. Like, you've got to think of it that way, because if you don't walk in that humility, if you don't walk in humbleness, you're never actually going to reach forgiveness, because you don't understand what it entails in the first place. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean, Jaden? Yeah, thank you so much.
Are you making fun of me right now?
No, are you having a laugh? That's Australian, right? Are you having a laugh? Yeah. Well, yeah, awesome.
I study in deep psychology. I study in deep analysis psychology, and it takes a lot to bring out where it comes from to where people are hurting. And a lot of people just need to understand. Yes, forgive yourself, forgive them, but the biggest thing you have to do is have understanding. You have to have understanding and think. You can't just think about the stuff like what it is right there in front of you. You've got to actually think about the widespread problem behind it as well. Otherwise, you're never going to come to that peace in yourself. That's people bring it up. You're going to get upset. We have to deal with pain, and to get over pain, we have to walk through pain once again. We have to deal with it twice, not just once. You got to go back to the start, walk through it step by step. It's going to hurt you. And sometimes it takes years to get over one memory. It can take years to get over things like that. But that's the only way you're going to come to healing.
And learn the lesson to avoid it to happening again to you or to others. If you don't learn the lesson, it will happen over and over.
You may not be able to avoid it. You may not be able to avoid it. That's the thing.
So, as I can see, there are many people that they are so impressed by your share. And I'm so glad that you joined. Would you please introduce yourself to others that they are watching you?
I'm Catherine, and I'm from Queensland, Australia.
The Sharkland. Yeah.
It's not Sharkland.
It's the shark. Yeah. It's
no, it's not shark, but everywhere is sharks.
Okay.
Don't listen to him. Queensland's the best out of all of them. Sorry, peoples.
Yeah. I used to. I mean, shark is one of my top 3 animals that I love. Yeah. So.
What?
Yeah, shark is
my favorite animal is actually a crocodile. So.
Yeah, so not that one. My favorite are panda, penguin, and shark. So, yeah, but penguin is on top. Anyway.
Penguin's made for life.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah.
It's true, and they to court each other, they have pebbles. They collect pebbles, and they collect a big pile so that when the female comes, they can give her the best looking pebble. They steal from each other's piles and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. Gina, as you know.
Thank you so much for joining. I hope you join over and over again, and you'll join our topics and talks, and of course our game night.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye. The point of an apology is to be sincere, no doubt. But to be accepted, it must be as loud as the disrespect was. Even louder. Yes, even louder. Well, thank you all. We are going to continue our topic today about forgiveness. Yes, penguin, panda, and sharks. Let's. I actually love all animals. I love elephants too. Oh my god, they're so adorable. Elephants are crazy adorable. Yeah. The only toys that I when I was a kid, the only toys that I had all the time, I was so obsessed with my toys, was animals. All kind of animals around me. And yeah. Okay, so we have. I don't know if I can pronounce Aziza. Aziza. Reptiles. That's funny that you said the reptiles. Hello. Thank you. Yeah. Mm, hello. Hello. No. Okay. That was a mistake. Apparently, that they sent the request by mistake. Yes. And let's see. My beautiful friends on TikTok. Do you want to join? You can join it too. I mean, it's just some not so. Yeah. And from top to. Mhm. Hello.
Hello, can
Hi.
you hear me? Is it okay if I don't share my camera?
Of course, it's okay. Yeah. Why not?
Thank you so much. Let me to close it.
Close.
So
Okay.
you don't see me now, right?
Yeah, I cannot see you. I cannot. I can.
I'm
I cannot see you.
sometimes I'm camera shy. Thank you so much.
I am camera shy too. It's okay. No problem.
Thank you for letting me join. I appreciate it.
Mhm. Thank
And
you.
I really like the topics that you brought out.
Of course.
Because this is very important for us. When we forgive or we let go,
And
we find peace.
okay, so let's start from basics. With basics.
Yes,
Would you please introduce yourself?
mysterious Mahak.
What is that?
Mahak. My
Mahak.
name is Shorty Maha. Yeah, I have a full name, but Shorty Maha.
Okay. And where are you connecting from?
I am in Mississauga, Ontario.
Ontario,
Canada.
Mississauga.
Yes.
Is it as cold as here?
What?
Is it as cold as Toronto?
I used to live in Alberta, so I'm loving it.
Yeah. Alberta is another level. Yeah, let's just don't even talk about it.
And I have a cold, just like you. I'm drinking lots of tea these days. I don't know what happened to me. I usually don't give up when I'm cold. I'm still going out. But I managed to go walk on the lakeshore. Don't want to waste too much of time. Yes, I love it in here. I'm in Ontario. But I would like to be very short to give opportunity to other people who follow you. I'm sure they also want to be online. What is my main point is that, first of all, there is a difference between forgiveness and letting go. Second thing is that it is very important for us to forgive or to let go, just to find the peace within, just for our own inner peace, to move on in life, not to look back, to let them with their the anger or frustration or whatever was down to us. Now, when it comes to forgiving, personally, it is contextual. Some people easily forgive, some people don't forgive. I am easily forgiving because, as a Katya mentioned, I also look into behavior. I am looking from where this behavior comes. Is this anger, frustration comes because this person is suffering inside, insecurities, or whatever, right? Or is this coming because the person is disrespectful? So I don't always wait for somebody to tell me I am sorry, because sometimes when I understand the root of behavior, I already forgive that person. I let go. Now, when it comes to forgiving or not forgiving, then I see someone is abusing me, which means somebody abused my trust, or somebody took advantage of the situation and, and harmed me, right? So it doesn't matter how. I think those things I wouldn't forgive because those are not a mistake that people do. This is something that when the person does directly the plans towards you. So those things shouldn't be forgiven, but you should let go for your own peace. Leave them with whatever they was done. Leave them to answer for it. Karma is real. Everything is real. Nothing goes and nothing just goes just like this. Everything comes around. So I do forgive, easily forgive people, especially those who I love. I forgive them for not knowing any better. I don't really expect forgiveness from every person, and I don't forgive people who really know what they're doing. I remove them. But it's very important. It's important to let go. The first thing is for your own peace. One of the people they wrote that I don't think you have to forgive everyone. That's also a good thing. Sometimes you don't really need to forgive those people, but you need to let go. Either one you have to choose for your inner peace, for your own inner peace. Let go or forgive the person, and it's contextual. Can you forgive or not? So this much I just wanted to share. Thank you so much for letting me to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for your share. It was so precise and well articulated. It seems that you already have had this discussion over and over many times, and you're so into this forgiveness topic.
I think I had discussion with my own self because I have been many times in the situation where I was treated not appreciated. So when I do some goodness to people who I love, I don't expect anything. One thing I expect in return: communicate with me on a respectful level. Choose your words. Even if you're angry, choose your words. So for me, I took a lot of time to reflect on my, I would say, pain, because you get hurt when people are coming back with something that you don't least expect, right? So I wouldn't say I have this conversation much, but with myself, you are absolutely right. I do take lots of time to rethink what is really happening to me, how I'm feeling about things that are happening to me and people, and then I kind of work on my own self because I need to keep moving forward happier, right? So you're absolutely right. I do talk to myself
Mhm.
in my head.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you so much for your share and you joining me, and hopefully soon we can join again. And if you're
Yes, thank
comfortable,
you.
you can be camera on this time.
Yes, hopefully. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Yes, so even I think being upset or having a bad day or having a rough time, it's not a good excuse to walk over someone and disrespect someone and then say, I'm so sorry I had a bad day. It needs a lot of maturity to know how to deal with this kind of situation. Something that I personally use and I believe is very useful to do when you find yourself in a situation that it's going to be ugly, regardless of the fact that who is responsible or who is guilty or whose fault is it or who doesn't matter. Simply say, you know what, I think I am not in a position to have the justice here. I cannot be fair now. Let's just keep this discussion, this conversation for later. I need some time. And just leave the uh, situation. Leaving a situation is actually a really good protective measure to protect yourself and your loved ones when there is something happening which you don't want to hurt anyone's feeling. Don't blame, don't accuse anyone to anything. Say, you know what? Now I cannot be just. I cannot be fair. Let's keep this discussion. Thank you. Discussion for a little bit later. A little bit could be 10 minutes, 2 hours, one day. But just don't chase me. Don't push me. Don't poke me. Let go for now. Yes. Well, interesting topic. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I am now going to check on TikTok. We already have two friends. 8 minutes, 8 minutes. They're so, they probably join together. Let's start with Hodan, is a little bit sooner, and then Cornelia. Thank
I'm
you.
waiting. I'm waiting
Hello.
her to join with me.
Hi.
Hello, 61. How are you?
Human, thank you so much. Hi. How are you, Hodan? Thank you. Oh,
I'm
they sent
doing
me a
good.
panda in TikTok, the panda. Hey, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. How about you? Are
Thank
you
you so
feeling
much.
better?
I'm so happy for the news that you told me today. Congratulations. I'm so glad to hear that. And I'm so humbled that you shared that with me. If you want to talk about it, please go ahead, whatever you want to talk about. And please introduce yourself first again, because there are people who cannot see you on TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Candy Crush, and other platforms. Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm holding from Maine, and I think most of my friends know me in here, but I'm trying to introduce myself again. Today was a really special day for me. My dad, after 40 something years, having prostate cancer, and he was having different time surgery, and he gave up, and because his age is 78 and he have diabetic, he lose the hope to have the surgery. And I was really in bad situation to accept that giving up from my dad. Just like I was pushing him, but he was in age. Like he told me before 2 weeks ago, I'm already live enough. I see enough, and I'm ready even to tell you guys goodbye. That's hurt me so much, and I was not ready for that, especially when I am far from home and try to support him. Anything he wants, and I stop and I tell him, okay, I promise you for one thing, and I will stop if you stop. You cannot do it. So you are the leader. If you show me you cannot do it, I am your daughter. I cannot do it. So he respect me and he take the surgery. And my sister sent me this video, and he was in a anesthesia, and he was keep saying, "Forgive me, my daughter." And he already asked me forgiveness. My dad, I was really horrible kid when I was kid, like. He raised me like a guy, and I was so fighting with guys. I never fight with a lady in my life. I used to fight with guys and do a lot of crazy stuff. And the way he hit me was not like you hitting a daughter. He hit me like a guy. Like I get punched. Like he threw me from corner to corner. Like I was horrible. So he asked me forgiveness, and he was keep asking me surgery forgiveness. If I die, please tell her that she need to forgive me. Please to forgive me. Please need to forgive me. But God is not like us. God never count your age He give you or anything. It just when He give you, He give you. It's not. It doesn't have boundary. Gift of God. That's what I learned, and he succeed, and he get up today again for the fourth time in his life. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I was jumping like a kid and I was like, thank God. And he did it. I feel like he did it. If he did it, I can do it. Anybody can do it. I was just like, nobody need to lose hope. Hope is right there. Whew. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Wow. So first of all, I'm I'm sorry that you've been through this, and no doubt the maturity that I see in you, and every time you share, it is a fact that our life doesn't mature with age; it matures with pain. And
Exactly.
you've been through a lot, and that's how you come from a point of understanding. And the way that you talk about your dad is so uh, precious. It's fascinating. You mentioned something that maybe it's the key point of forgiveness. We all know people in our life, maybe in history, that we say, oh, this guy or this one doesn't deserve forgiveness because of this, that, this. And some people are horribly unforgivable in history in our life, or sometimes we say, oh, no way that I will forgive this one. It's another level. It's kind of like black belt of forgiveness, to see the one that you are thinking about or talking about beyond their ego. You're not forgiving this dude, this guy with this name, with this position, with this role in their life here. You're forgiving the essence of life beyond this ego that they have. This ego already is suffering in this life, and what you just said, after surgery you are in the state of mind that your ego doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that's how your dad was honestly asking for forgiveness, because now he can talk for himself. He can talk for
Yeah.
his essence of love, of a dad, of being, without the ego, without everything that this mentality that we all grow in some different societies, different cultures, different mentality. But at the end of the day, beyond all the ego and all this environment that we create, the essence of being a father or just being a human was begging for forgiveness. And when you think about this, I think it's not that complicated to forgive. And even the most horrible person in our life, if we can try to find the, like, the slightest, let's say, gap somewhere, we can see them beyond the ego that they're presenting. Not everyone is that bad. Well, yeah, so that was so powerful share. Thank you.
Welcome.
Mhm. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Decima.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was great to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you, your family, and talk to you soon again.
I mean, you too.
Thank you. Bye. Well, yeah. Mhm. Deep breath, and we can continue. On Here we have a good night. Okay. Hello.
Hi, doctor.
Hi.
How are you doing?
What are you eating?
Oh, you know what? I'm not eating anything.
Surprise, surprise. Okay.
Actually, right now I just came back from my run. I actually ran about 6 kilometers today.
6 kilometers and minus 20 degrees?
No, it's not minus. It's like the wind chill is minus 11. Actually, the temperature is minus 5 right now.
Okay, okay, it's good to run then. Guys, it's good to run in minus 11 or minus 5. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I am telling you, there is no other joy than running and feeling the nature. Oh my God, it's so good. I can't tell you, it's beautiful. I think everybody should run.
You run for yourself, please. Don't encourage my friends to run in minus 10 degrees. Yeah, you run for yourself. You do you. Let us do us. Yeah. Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
but you can dress up. Like I'm saying that you should run in your boxers. No, put clothes on.
Yeah, I put clothes on, go to the grocery store, and the wind find his way to go all around you from the tiniest ways, and then God, I mean, say when the wind. I mean, the other day my eyelashes was frozen, and I was like, why on earth these people created this amazing city here? They should have just go a little bit southern or like whatever. They could create a better city and better, like, why? Anyway.
No, you know what? I have learned to appreciate. You know what? It's gratitude. It's just that you learn to appreciate what you have. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned to appreciate. This is my way of appreciation. When the snow falls, should we stop our functions? Should we stop our businesses? No, we should just accommodate. When it is sun, should we stop? No, life goes on.
Accommodate.
So, yeah, winter has its own beauty and summer has its own beauty.
Okay.
So we are going to enjoy it. That's what we're going to do.
The queen of seasons on duty. Okay, thank you so much for the share, to educate us about the seasons. But so what do you think about the forgiveness?
Forgiveness? Okay. Yeah, I have a lot to say actually. A lot. You know what? So first of all, we're talking about forgiving other people. You know, there is another type of forgiveness also. That is like also forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for, letting yourself be vulnerable to people who actually end up hurting you. And also forgive yourself that you became weak in some point, so your judgment was blurred, or you were not able to judge properly that this is going to hurt you eventually. Forgive yourself, being human, that you are susceptible making errors and mistakes and stuff. Forgive yourself. And second thing, what I have to say is not only forgive, also learn to forget. Mm-hmm. Forgive and forget. Because you can forgive if you're lucky enough that the other person is good enough or human enough to come forward and say, oh, I'm really sorry what I've done, which doesn't happen all the time. But what if nobody comes back to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake or something? Then what are you going to do? Then you learn to learn to forget. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, also, I know that there are lots of friends around me, and even in my own situation, when somebody does something wrong to you, I think that forgiving and forgetting is a process which actually frees you. It's like as if you are unshackled if you just do that. If you just learn to forgive and forget, it unshackles you, frees you. It's very important as human beings to keep our souls free, our minds free, rather than being in a jail. And if somebody, suppose, hurt you, and you keep on thinking about them, it means that you're imprisoning yourself. You're thinking about them all the time. He hurt me, or she hurt me. It means that you yourself is hurting yourself 20 million times over. He has hurt or she has hurt is gone already, but you keep on thinking about it, meaning that you have jailed yourself in the process. So forgive yourself and forgive them and forget them and move on and breathe. Learn to breathe. There will be more people coming to hurt you. Not that you will be the only person and you only have to devote your entire life to thinking about that. No, just move on. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Keep moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep anything in your heart. A friend of mine, she got divorced, and after 40 years of marriage, it was a very traumatic experience for her and the family and the children and all of that stuff. Lifelong partnership, and all of a sudden she wasn't expecting this to happen. But it took her about 2 years. She kept on talking, and every time you pick up the phone, and she would keep on talking about, okay, this happened, and this is what he has done, and now this, and court cases and all of that stuff. Eventually, you know what? She came to realization, and also, we all other friends, we were just talking to her all the time. Don't keep talking about, don't give him more time. He already had taken 40 years. Now, if you keep on talking about him, he's taking more time. But does anyone deserve that kind of attention? Even when you're sitting alone, you're thinking about that person, what they have done. Do they deserve that sort of time? From your time is very precious. The most precious thing on the planet. You are giving them your time to think that that's what they have done to you? Well, let it go. Let it go. Go for a run in the snow.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I was actually about to say everything you said was right, but in this running part, honestly, guys, you do your due diligence about the recent time.
Imagine sitting and just thinking and crying and being depressed.
That's true. I've seen many different cases, sometimes friends, sometimes family, sometimes clients or people who talk to me. They imprison themselves in memories that are hurtful. Even if the person who hurt them is not even alive anymore. This is the worst. This is the worst thing you can do to yourself. Mm-hmm. You create a dagger and you hit yourself over and over with something is not real. This is exactly when I talk about the patient that I had, that they lost the leg, but they have pain in the leg. So what can I do? There's nothing. It's not real. The leg is not there anymore. It's up here. And it's up here. So the leg hurts. Of course, I understand. But so what can I do? When we practice self-awareness and meditation in any kind and form of shape, the point is that you own your brain. You can shut this down whenever you want. This ability is magic. Yes. Whenever it comes to talk to you, you know what? He said that, you know what? The brain comes, my brain comes to me and start talking. You know what? He said that. Maybe he means that. Maybe what? I don't know. Maybe. And the assumption. And then exaggeration. And then comes in all these things over and over. Oh my God, yes. So please, brain, just give me a second. And when you practice meditation or any kind of self-control or self-awareness, and you can say, brain, let's talk about it later. Let's talk about it after 6. I'm busy now. Just shut now. We can talk about it later. And when you control your brain, the ability that you know that you are above your brain, it's amazing. And you don't even need to let go. You can just postpone it. Okay, so let's talk about it later. And we discuss about different topics, different stuff. Like today, someone says something. Mm-hmm. It could be many other things: miscommunication, misunderstanding, misinterpretation, misinformation. But we tend to choose the worst case scenario. They called me lazy, I heard crazy, and they hate me because they told me crazy. And then they just, we should try to find the worst case scenario and continue with that and think of they forgot what they even said 2 days ago, and you suffer and you torture yourself for days and days, and yeah, so what can I do now? First step, is this even real? Ask yourself, let's sit with your brain, is this even real? What can I do about it? Let me call. Hello, the other day you said crazy. Oh no, lazy. Oh yeah, thank you. It was my bad. Sorry about that. That's as easy as it is. Don't torture yourself. Don't suffer. And of course, there are people who after like 40 years, 20 years, 30 years of marriage, they have the divorce and it's so bad. Oh my God, because you've been suffering for 30 years. These things, you have to, you should have said all this stuff 30 years ago. You didn't. You kept them inside. Now, yeah, let me just explode. Don't go to bed when you have something to say. Golden rule of a relationship in any kind. Don't go to bed if you have something to say. Don't start the conversation early in the morning or very late at the evening. During the day, you say, you know what, honey, we need to talk. There's something is annoying me. Let's talk over dinner. Let's talk after dinner. Let's address this. Not for 30 years, you don't say anything, and after the divorce, you have like 30 years to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
You woke up.
So oh my God, someone just give me the Harry Potter shit, like whatever it is. Harry Potter cap, like yeah. So the fact is, wherever you are in your journey, in your relationship, in your life, doesn't matter if it's been like 30 years ago or now or whatever, and action, yes. So just I'm following the game on TikTok as well.
Are you multitasking? What are you doing?
No, I mean, so because TikTok they send some stuff, so I need to address them. But yeah, so wherever you are, remember that you can start from today. Forget about the past. It's not easy, but what happened. What happened. So you cannot change this, but you can change from today. From now on, if something happened in any case, with anyone in workplace, in family, so address them today and learn how to master your brain. This is the key of happiness and peace of mind. You are not your brain. You are not your thoughts. Remember that you need to know that you are beyond them and you can control your brain.
Oh, absolutely. It all starts here. Mm-hmm. It all starts here and also ends here too. You're so right. Yeah. Would you like to be wrong at some point? Yes. At some point, would you like to be wrong? Come on.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're so right.
Oh, you know what? I want to tell you something. Yesterday, I was listening to your story. You know, the donkey and the farmer and the villagers?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? In the entire story, only the farmer was the wisest person. The rest, everybody was crazy.
Yeah, and people, at the beginning, people might say, oh, this dude is crazy. Whatever we say, maybe. Because there is no assumption. There's no judgment. I don't know. Maybe it's luck. Maybe it's good luck. Maybe it's bad luck. I don't know. But, yeah. So we can take the best out of it. Whatever. Thank you.
Absolutely. Take the best out of it. Leave the rest and throw it in the garbage. That's about it.
Can you do this again? Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me.
Welcome. Okay, you take care. You look good when you smile. So keep smiling.
Yeah, thank you.
All righty. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, Italian. No, Italian is like this. This one is so Indian. Like South Asian, maybe. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh my God. You guys have no idea what's happening on TikTok. They send me flamencos and Harry Potter caps, hats, and yes, thank you. And motorcycle, of course, a big one. Thank you. So let's see who else here is to join. We still have about 10 minutes. And what a good idea to ask about topics. See, we already know what we're going to talk about. Cornelia and Swan, black swan, white swan. Yeah, thank you, Human. Cornelia,
Can you see me? Hi, Iman. Can you see me? It's all black. My screen is all black. I can't see you.
I can see you, but if you want, you can leave and you can rejoin again.
Oh, listen. Yeah, let me leave and join again because it's all black. I don't know why. And this, okay,
Okay.
I'm coming back.
Okay, come back, come back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming back.
While you're coming back, let me play the music.
Wait another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man on a mission. I ain't waiting and wishing. I got that ambition. Take it up. I'm a man on a mission. Wait another minute. I won't. I won't. Wait another minute. I won't. I won't. Wait another minute. No, I won't. Wait another minute. No. I'm a man on a mission.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? What time is it in Romania?
Let me see.
4 a.m. 30.
It's always morning, Iman. You know me. It's always morning. 5 in the morning. 5 happy
5 in the morning.
It's always morning.
Thank you. Yeah, for
How are
5
you
in the morning.
doing?
It's so impressive. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. As you can see, there are less cough, and my voice is going back to normal.
Normal, yeah.
I hope.
I can hear it.
Okay. Thank you. How are
I'm
you?
not glad. I'm good.
Okay, so
A little tired, but I'm good.
okay, tired is okay. So you because you it's 5 a.m. It's a little tired. I have no problem with that. It's okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
tell me about the topic. What do you think about the forgiving?
I love this topic. This is the reason that I want to
Mhm.
join your life because I really love the topic. Because maybe I'm a little strange because I never forgive no one only I forgive only myself for having so much patience with everyone and not with myself. And I'm not Jesus and I'm not God to forgive someone.
Mhm.
And then I don't want to forget. And because I don't have Alzheimer, and because I want to always remember what was happening in my life. And this is the reason that I don't want to forget, to don't repeat the same mistake. I told you, maybe because I'm a little strange. Maybe it's my age also. I don't know. But this is the life teach me from the last 6-7 years. And doing this, I find my peace. Doing this, I find my peace.
Mhm. Mhm.
Speechless. Why don't you say something?
Is it my turn now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's your turn now. Now it's your turn.
You actually mentioned something. It's extremely true and important. And sometimes we do this in emotional healing practices like childhood trauma. And in some point when you know that you are suffering from a pain which is caused by your past with someone who might not even exist anymore. And in the process, a therapist, a healer, psychotherapist, someone, a counselor, they walk you through this memory to find the reason on why you are suffering. And in this process, they take you to the place that you're present in the situation in front of this person. Could be your mom, could be your dad, could be your neighbor, could be anyone.
Right.
And then the first step is to let it out, to shout, to yell, to say, to express your feeling. That I am angry with you because you did that. Shout it out loud. Let it out. Find it and tell it and address it and acknowledge the pain.
Exactly.
And then, after all this struggle and yelling and shouting and everything, now it's time to admit that I love you. That I love you. You don't even say that I forgive you, because as you said, who are you to forgive? When you
Exactly.
admit that I love you, it's the greatest gift of being. Unconditional love is the only emotion which is not provoked by thoughts. Any other emotion
Right.
are provoked by thoughts. I hate this guy
Exactly.
because that. I like this, I admire this because, I fear from that because. But unconditional love has no because. And when you reach to this
Exactly.
level during your healing process, you say, I love you. Not you the mean person or the malevolent dad who did it to me. I love you as a human
Right.
being, as the essence of life is beyond the ego.
Exactly.
And then you let it go.
Exactly.
And then
Exactly.
the whole event is now much more easier to deal with. There's no more
And
pain.
then I delete.
Mhm.
I delete everyone.
Mhm. Mhm.
I guess I have this capacity to can do it. I delete everyone.
Mhm.
And this is that how I find my peace.
Mhm.
Deleting everyone.
Deleting everyone is, I'm not sure if you can do this or not, but deleting.
Yeah, I can. I did it. I did it.
Yeah, so removing people from your life is actually a very good idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Being assertive,
Exactly.
as I think the best practice is not in maybe like more complicated situations, but let's say with a friend who attacks
Yeah,
your
exactly.
self-love, who attacks uh, your, let's say, your confidence. They make you feel bad about yourself.
Right.
First, you are assertive and you set your boundaries. You say, you know what you said makes me feel bad about myself, and I don't like to feel bad about myself. So please don't do it again. Second time, even more stronger boundary set. You know what? I already told you once that what you did makes me feel bad, and I don't like to be around people who makes me feel bad about myself. So please don't do it again. And you might say, I have this idea that I made it easy for you to disrespect me. You take your responsibility as well. I made it easy for you to disrespect me, and I just want to clear that this is not the way that you can treat me. Second time.
Right.
Third time, you don't even need to. You just say, you know what? Done. Pack and leave. No way back.
Exactly.
Even with friends, like it could be your loved ones, or it could be your relationship.
I'm talking about friends in general.
Yeah.
I'm talking about friends in general.
But yeah, so beyond all the knowledge, science, practices, all the different aspects of uh, behaviorology, and I'm not even sure if there is a word for that, like the way that we
I
can
don't
behave.
I don't know. If
Yeah, me either. But beyond all of this, if we learn to love everything and everyone beyond reasoning, unconditionally, which is not easy at all. Don't even think about it. I mean,
No, it's not easy. No, it's not easy.
Wow, it's the maximum level of being. Then we can forgive, we can forget, we cannot even get hurt.
Right.
And this way, you can even love the snakes that I see. That I used to hate reptile. I used to hate snakes, but I walked myself through this. This is the exact practice. Okay, the snakes are not that bad. I mean, they do snakes.
No.
They hunt when they have to eat.
When-
They protect themselves.
Yeah, right.
They might look creepy. They might sneak, but so they snakes. They snake because they snakes. And when it comes to
And we find excuses.
and when it comes to Survivor, I think we can be even worse than snakes. Look at us. We do our hunting in supermarkets, but when it comes to Survivor, we might hunt without a reason. We might kill for pleasure. We might hurt just for fun. There is no more dangerous creature than human beings. If you can love human beings, if you can love yourself as a human being, you definitely can love snakes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes, but unconditional love is the key, of course. Well, thank you so much, Cornelia from Romania at 5 a.m. It's always nice to have you and talk to you. And,
thank you for having me.
Thank you for your share.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, man.
Okay. So before we call the night, I have noticed my dear friend Dr. Norman is here. If you still hear Dr. Norman, and if you can join, please join and let us wrap this session with your precious knowledge and your golden nuggets. I really hope that you can join and you're still here, Dr. Norman. I always find you in, so I don't know if Dr. Norman is here. Nope, not yet. Dr. Norman. Let's just hope and pray and wait. So he probably is not here, because if he was, he probably would say something, and bad luck. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so hopefully we can have Dr. Norman again in our next sessions. And yes, so I am sorry that I was not able to Wow. So it's a lot of questions, guys. Let's do something, because these sessions cannot be, I mean, it's kind of like overwhelming after 90 minutes. But tomorrow we are going to continue our topic about forgiveness. And yes, why not? Let's continue with this topic. Apparently there are more to talk about. So I will have this same topic tomorrow around the same time, almost around 8, maybe sooner in the afternoon. So make sure that you join. If you go to my bio, my Instagram or my TikTok, there is a bell sign that you can turn on notifications. So anytime I go live, you will be notified. So that is the best way to be able to join quickly. Again, tomorrow we're going to continue the topic forgiveness, and apparently we will have much to talk about. Make sure you join my YouTube channel as well, please. The link is in my bio and LinkedIn and Linktree. You can find it. And yeah, so if you watch me on YouTube, please make sure that you do some like, comment, share, subscribe, this kind of stuff that you tell YouTube. Yeah, do this. Good to watch. Okay, thank you all. Love you. Let me continue with our music and wrap this session. Tomorrow we will continue the topic. Love you. Bye.
I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man on a mission. I ain't waiting and wishing. I've got that ambition. I'm a man on a mission.
Okay. Bye.